super low.
Docdom does get a ward in here, but we'll have to see whether he actually does manage to pick up the information as Elm is going to present himself. And now, Docdom with Cleanse and with Flash, can he survive? The answer is absolutely not. And Elm is going to prove the theory. Maybe their brains are just massive, Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really difficult dive to stop, and Canyon didn't see it coming, doesn't come over here for the assist to try to defend.
But the fact that Elm actually goes for this, that's the main
I mean, I don't think he's even considered, like, Canyon is, look at where he is mid. He's actually trying to threaten LeBlanc, which is where that clone goes down, which is why we had that snapback to the mid lane during this replay, and his ultimate that could kill him.
Well, there's the Mantra Distortion, as now Canyon looking for Fate here, connects the Q. But he does have the passive, so he should be all right. Orb Deception's fantastic. Oh my god, the kick! Just extraordinary from Canyon, but now he has to try and get away from the Karma, which is the minimum as far as those two plates are concerned. Canyon really wanted to get hit by that one as hostile takeover comes through. Q lands onto Elm. He is likely going to die as he burns down to the Ignite. Whirling Death, unable to actually lock down the kill there for Docdom. He wanted to have a cheeky cash in, but take the very end of the Orb Deception. Maximum damage there from Showmaker. As this Infernal Drake up in 4 seconds time. Fate getting over there, but does get hit by the Charm. Orb Deception coming down here is now Kellen. Without his flash available from earlier, he's going to hostile takeover though. And that will allow him to disengage. Now they won't have it for this Drake fight, as Elm also doesn't have Subjugate. But as you mentioned, not exactly the highest value here as Nogari looking to move his way in. Teddy could just get ultimatumed as Keen throws a barrel, but it only hits Canyon and Kellen, and not really too much more happens. Great little handshake there. Showmaker doesn't find the charm. Docdom with a fair bit of space to work with here, as that's a beautiful kickback in the backline. Canyon going to help facilitate the cash in here for Docdom, as Showmaker is once again pushing forward. The flash charm will connect this time. The handshake lands as well, and Quandong Freaks have to go back to their base. Docdom's not done yet, and Nogari just dives the turret. He'll flash himself away, and now I think Damwon will head back towards the Drake. Now they'll just let Canyon do it.
Canyon can take it by himself. It'll take a long time, but they have so much control, it doesn't matter. Nuggery's just locking him down.
Oh man, he's just dancing in amongst this one, really wanting to take more, but I don't know whether it's a great idea, and the Civil will pick it up. Cloud Soul is going to come through here, and yeah, that's some vintage Noggery right there, as Teddy gets snagged by a Sonic Wave, but Canyon will hold back.
The Sonic Wave he got in the sweepstakes is a one free trip. He decides he's not going to take it. He's got enough going on the map right now to take the one-way trip to the Death Chamber. As this fight is really so well played here from Damwon Kia. It's just like the last time where they had the same neutral fight. They used the Drake against Quandong Freaks. Play it patiently, play it slow. The kick from Canyon is amazing. Sets up for this ultimate here from Docdom. But also Showmaker does so much more damage in this fight than Fate does on a LeBlanc, right? LeBlanc the first to die, of course, in this, but LeBlanc is essentially, as Fate here, trying to front to back the early part of this, and you're just never going to win out as LeBlanc in that case. They don't have enough vision to threaten any backline picks with this LeBlanc so far, so it's just not working here compositionally.
Well, we've got another fight as Canyon is going to find Keen, and he's already used his cast, guys. It's a very dead Gravis. Canyon locks that one down, and Canyon and Showmaker show is back on. Wolf.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I can't believe it's a new season. I've just waited so long for it, man.
It's a huge reboot here. And it's it couldn't have come at a better time, right at the end of the season. Right when I was starting to get worried for this team, thought maybe, you know, it was going to be a tough first
I was starting to think
playoffs.
the cast was getting too old to be able to make it work, you know? Like, it's amazing that the fact that they've actually rebooted it.
I love the reunion episodes, you know?
Yeah. Reminds me of Stargate. Anyway, Quandong Freaks looking for a dive onto Noggery. Yeah, exactly. So he's going to try and get himself out of this one, but he's just going to die. This is the every little bit counts, in my opinion. As, yeah, we're going to have a look at this 2v1. Canyon just uses his Q to close the gap.
It was honestly the best cast King could have ever asked for. Maximum value. Just doesn't matter. He's ever frosted. He's charmed. That's the end of that.
Both top laners just dying. Quandong Freaks investing more.
Nuggery's ultimate is, you know, maybe 10 seconds away at this point as well. Really frustrating by perfect play from Damwon. We talked about how this draft is harder to execute, but they are hitting the mark every single time. Canyon, especially on this Lee Sin, he has had just such a return to form tonight.
Yeah, it's feeling like a renaissance here for Canyon as Keen having to deal with Noggery in a very long lane. as Tactical Sweep's going to slow him down. There's the flash out, as Keen has to give a lot of respect over here, but now he won't have that flash available. Nuguri is not going to waste any time, puts down that control ward. But meanwhile, there is another fight here towards the bottom side. Canyon, realizing that that is not the real LeBlanc, is not going to go for it, as didn't even have kick available, as he now safeguards to get himself out of this one now. Showmaker not in position. Hostile takeover, a little haste there on the flank angle, and this Drake is taking a long time to go down. Charm connects onto the Gragas as Canyon dives into the back of the pit, and now the fight is on. It's a surround here from Dalmonkia, but the Whirling Death doesn't really find too much value in Nuguri. Immediately is going to go down. The cask is good, gets the flash out of Dom, but they're not able to actually kill him. Fate diving forward, doesn't get the chain onto this Draven. And now, Quantum Freaks were also able to steal away the Dragon of all things. Didn't even really notice that one happening as Canyon gonna have that kick denied. Oh my goodness, he lasts a very long time. He's gonna get bailed out as well as Keen goes down, but Teddy is still alive. He's the main one here, is now Kellen. Gonna take a lot of damage from Fate, but Showmaker's now looking for it. The charm goes wide. He's still got a Q available. Presses the W for the movement speed, but doesn't quite get there. So Dalmonkia, I think, almost win the fight?
Yeah, they win the fight, technically speaking here, but they do not get the Drake, which is very incredible for Dalmonkia to steal the Drake away. Canyon comes over here, kicks the Trundle, still actually taken.
Yeah.
As he just casually walks over and smites it afterwards. And then this choke point is really hard for Dalmonkia to go into. Duckdom has to flash, of course, and they're just trying to use Orb of Deception to win this fight. And then Quantum Freaks realizing, okay, we're running out of abilities here. We're very low on health. We've taken so much damage. And Canyon has to flash this pillar. Almost knocks them back with the Blast Plant. I think if he does, this could have been even more devastating for Quantum Freaks. But at the end of the day, it's a trade up in gold for Dalmonkia, but they do lose control of that Drake tempo.
Yeah, the battle Lee Sin actually working out towards the end there. I was actually a little bit worried. You know, like, Keen gonna have to flash to get out of the way of Showmaker, who did invest the ult. And there's the cast to throw him back. He's underneath the turret now, which is not exactly what he wants, but Everfrost is going to be put down.
And he's coming over.
Yeah, he's rotating. He's got on the hunt. Nuguri is extraordinarily low, and he will just get ricocheted to death. And now Showmaker, this is not the alcove gaming that he wanted, and Teddy's going to pick up an extra one. Just a huge whoopsie.
Yeah, suddenly a huge whoopsie turns into a big spike for Teddy. He's gonna
yeah, Showmaker looking for his way in, gets a control ward into the river. As these barrels, very useful, doing all that zoning, as now Dom is by himself. He does have a turret and a flash and has to use the flash to get under said turret. And now Dalmonkia on this Drake now. Canyon caught on the flank, but the Mimic Chain is going to connect. There's the kickback. He has to use it very defensively, as Canyon doesn't have smite, so he can't lock down this Drake. As Dalmon trying to start the fight on the opposite side of this one. They do manage to lock down the Lee Sin, but the Gragas is also taken on the other side. Hostile takeover 100% avoided here by Quantum Freaks, as Nuguri's going to secure the Dragon. So at least Dalmonkia gets Soul Point. It was an unorthodox way of doing it. However, they do manage to get there in the end.
Back in anymore.
Meanwhile, there is another fight. Dom is going to be put on a leash. He's looking for the bailout opportunity. That's why I was chasing after Hoyt, but he's just going to die. That is the 6th kill going over to the Sivir. And Dalmonkia are very quickly losing control of this game.
Yeah, this is looking rough.
Yeah, Q going to connect there from Canyon, but immediately Fate just pops himself back.
No flash, but of course he's Lee Sin.
Yeah, Fate now, oh man, he is in such a good position at this point in the game, as Canyon's just going to get thrown back. This is the jungler, by the way, guys, and he is going to be taken out. This Baron should all but be Quandong Freaks.
Really good secure here from Kwangdong over the wall, making sure that Canyon cannot be there, taking him out first. Nuguri's going to try to trade this.
Get taken down. This is a very weird decision to make, and they lose a Nexus turret. Handshake does come through. Nuguri looking for Fate, and he will go golden. Keen diving on forward. The cast is going to connect as Nuguri looks to lock him down, and he does manage to do so. Canyon now diving forward. Can they get any of these kills? They need to kill Teddy. He's still very, very high health. However, he can't actually free hit in this battle, and Dalmonkia have taken way more from Quandong Freaks this time around.
Yeah, Pillar goes up here just to help them get out, but it's only going to be the inhibitor that goes down, no second one. And Damwon, it looked really risky there for a second to watch how they...
Nuguri is going to have to try and hookshot his way out. Fate gets himself stunned. It was a bit of an unfortunate situation there, as the stand aside is kind of decent. Nuguri's going to go down extraordinarily low as he gets bailed out. Looks to dive back in. Oh no, the communication not quite there for Dalmonkia. And now they're going to back themselves up because they don't have their Camille. It was almost beautiful, but in the end it did not work, as Dom is going to get pillared, a Draven's worst nightmare. and he is going to have to be forced to flash out.
No ults here for Damwon. Kia defensively kicks down. No Renata ultimate. Guangdong Freaks should just be able to push these waves and end the game.
Yep, Canyon just going to try and safeguard his way out. He breaks his stopwatch, so he's going to stay alive for the moment. And he's going to heal up just a little bit. This is Damwon Kia well and truly on the ropes. These minion waves, so difficult. And Guangdong Freaks, they feel like they don't need a Baron. They are just going to try and push through and take down this last Nexus turret. Maybe they do need the Baron, though, as they are going to back away, look to grab this respawned inhibitor. Did come up a moment ago.
Nuguri is respawning in 5.
This is their opportunity to break the last bastion of hope as Canyon, diving on forward, manages to get the drive-by onto Teddy. He's down to his GA. They're trying to get him, but the rest of his team are hanging around. Teddy will be taken out. Damwon Kia, are they going to win this fight? Oh my god, they have one Nexus
left remaining, so there's no backdoor angle here whatsoever. But look at how clean this is from Canyon. Takes the taxi onto Hoyt here with the safeguard angle, so he cannot be stopped. He's got his own GA. It was so beautifully played. Then they get the GA out of Teddy, and there is just no way he's going to be able to survive or get out of here. Look at the damage, look at the stopwatch, and Damwon Kia just waited and waited and waited. And you can see why Guangdong Freaks were so timid about pushing to end here, because one mistake and one insane play from Canyon. Watching it as first-person view just makes it even crazier. His camera's not even
again. Teddy going to get kicked into the wall. This time the spell shield does come through. Takes a bit of damage there, but the hostile takeover will mean the end of Keen. And Doctarm locks down that kill first. Fate dashing forward. Damwon Kia now just feeling real good with this Cloud Soul that they have available. And okay, Fate not going to get hit by the charm. Teddy's still Draven.
Yeah, they can side lane.
It's triple threat as Canyon going to dive forward. Teddy is caught out once again. There's the 1,000 gold one more time to Nuguri. And I don't believe it, Wolf. Damwon Kia are going to come back from that massive deficit. They just team fight their way out of the hole. It was by no means clean. However, a 2-0 is a 2-0 at the end of the day.
You mentioned the threats, the triple threats. Well, they all collapse and triangulate onto Teddy. He is deleted a second time. 2 kills on Teddy. All Damwon Kia need to end this game.
Oh my goodness. And sometimes you say that a team wins, and other times you say that a team loses. And I'm sorry, but I have a feeling that Guangdong Freaks lost this game, Wolf.
I think
they
so
refuse to win it, as Damwon Kia will destroy the Nexus. This is going to be a very interesting interview after this one.
This will...
Goodness, let's watch them in this game-winning fight. As this was Pile onto the Sivir. She's the threat, and they managed to take down Teddy.
2 deaths on Teddy, that's all it takes. Like we said earlier, Sivir gone, that's the end of it. You can tell the expressions here from the Damwon Kia players, the voice is a little bit muted, not a ton of excitement here at this moment in time as they're just focused on ending the game.
Yeah, how did we win is what they're saying. Doctarm is very confused. But of course, you know, he had a bit of a rough one here in this game, so not super excited about the Doctarm Draven right here. But I think the rest of Damwon, and especially Canyon, oh my goodness. This is what we've wanted to see all season, partially.
Yeah, it's in some ways really